Hello viewers. So it has been discovered that after all the appeal that the Labour Party filed against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the Supreme Court, that the Supreme Court did not give any judgment on it. Instead, they merged Peter Obi's appeal together with that of Atiku and gave the judgment when they were not filing the same kind of appeal. So this is what the Labour Party discovered, and they have been calling on the Supreme Court to release the certified true copies of the judgment, yet they have refused to release it, and they have released that of the PDP. So what is stopping you from releasing that of the Labour Party, if not that you don't have any judgment on it? Also, it has also been discovered that Ali Indume, who is a senator from Borno State under the APC, had access to the judgment of the tribunal before the tribunal read it in court. This just shows that indeed what Nigerians have been saying is nothing but the truth, that the APC is now controlling the judiciary. Imagine that a senator already knows what they are going to give to him as the judgment. He already has it. His people already have access to the judgment that they are going to read in the court. This is indeed very pathetic, and our judiciary are not even shameless about how they are destroying Nigeria. I'll be giving us details on this and more, but before we go fully into it, I would like us to please do all to like this video, and please do all to subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe, so you will get updates whenever we post a new video. See the way Labour Party reported what the Supreme Court has done against them. They said the Supreme Court issued a hearing notice dated 25th October 2023, notifying the Labour Party and its candidate in the presidential election, Mr. Peter Obi, that judgment will be delivered in their appeal to the Supreme Court on Thursday, 26th October 2023. The LP had, out of abundance of caution, by letter dated October 26, 2023, applied to the Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court for the certified true copy of the judgment in the LP appeal. There was a reminder through a letter on the 8th of November 2023. However, till date, the requests have been ignored. The Labour Party is also aware that by the provision of Section 294, subsection 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, every court established under the Constitution, which necessarily includes the Supreme Court, has a duty to furnish all parties to the cause or matter determined with duly authenticated copies of the decision within 7 days of the delivery thereof. The Supreme Court has failed to do this in the present appeal. In conclusion, the LP finds it very embarrassing and depressing that the Supreme Court would, after hearing the appeal by our party, refuse to deliver any judgment and also fail to avail our party of any copy of whatever it considers to be the decision. With every sense of responsibility, the Labour Party believes that the Supreme Court's conduct is regrettable and unprecedented. This constitutes an unmitigated breach of the constitutional right of the Labour Party and a candidate to a fair hearing. So this is coming from the Labour Party, and they are saying that the Supreme Court did not even give any judgment in their case. That is why they have refused to release the certified true copies of the judgment, because why will you release for that of the PDP and yet you have not released for that of the Labour Party, and you told us in court that you are trashing all their appeals? So on what grounds? Where is the certified true copy so that we can see what you wrote in your judgment. No, they just came out in court to read whatever they like to Nigerians. And it's indeed very pathetic that the Supreme Court could sell themselves and bring themselves so cheap to do this kind of thing against Nigerians, against the masses who came out to vote in their mass during the February 25th presidential election. Reacting to this on X, this person here said, in effect, the Supreme Court did nothing about the appeal filed by the Labour Party and Peter Obi, but wants them to accept the judgment on PDP and Atiku's appeal as theirs as well, even when issues are not the same, except for the FCT 25% pleading. Yet, 1 month after, the Supreme Court hasn't provided a copy of its decision, not judgment, to Labour Party and Peter Obi. And that's it. After how many months since October, and this is already November ending, November 30th, yet you've not released the judgment that you gave to Labour Party and Peter Obi. So what are you hiding? It just shows that indeed they didn't even give any judgment on their appeal. Also, this person here reacted and said, this is damning, man. They lumped Labour Party and PDP's case, refused to hear Labour Party's case. Also, over 1 month after, no certified true copy has been given to the Labour Party. This is a call for revolution. Another person here also reacted and said, Nigeria is a crime scene. We have to hold the Supreme Court accountable. Enough of this nonsense. What is going on? Indeed, enough of this nonsense, because Nigerians are keeping quiet. You keep slapping them on the face. Why will you not release the certified true copy of the judgment, just like you did in the case of PDP? What are you hiding? Another person here also reacted and said, the corrupt Supreme Court did not even hear the appeal of Labour Party. After passing their premeditated judgment on the PDP appeal, they simply told Labour Party same applies to you, even when the prayers are not similar. This is blatant rape of democracy, or whatever it is we have here. Another person here also reacted and said, Nigeria is practically a zoo country where anything can happen without there being an uproar by the citizens or anyone to hold accountable. APC, INEC, and those injustices at the High Court will crumble. And this is it. It has gotten to the point where they will do anything and just hope to go scot-free, because they know that Nigerians will not even have anything to say about it. Even when Nigerians talk, nothing will be done about it. This is a do your worst situation. Literally, the judiciary is now part of the APC government. Indeed, the judiciary is now part of the APC government, because this is actually what we've seen over time in their judgment and their injustice against Nigerians. Another person here also reacted and said, this is an evidence that the constitution has been murdered, as we have no functional judiciary. What is the Supreme Court hiding that we don't know already? In conclusion, the Labour Party finds it embarrassing and depressing that the Supreme Court would, after hearing the appeal by our party, refuse to deliver any judgment and also fail to avail our party any copy of whatever it considers to be its decision. With every sense of responsibility, the Labour Party believes that the Supreme Court's conduct is regrettable and unprecedented. This constitutes an unmitigated breach of the constitutional rights of Labour Party and a candidate to a fair hearing. And this is it. It's just the summary of it all. You just failed. The Labour Party submitted their own appeal separate from that of the PDP, yet you gave them the same judgment. Or you release the certified true copy. You've not done so over 1 month after your judgment. Another person here also reacted and said, the judicial system in Nigeria is a tragicomedy. The corruption and ineptitude are often depressing, but sometimes one can't help but laugh at the ridiculousness of it all. Does Ian Okoro want Nigerians to assume or believe that judgment has been delivered in Obi's appeal? Indeed, judgment was not delivered. Everybody saw it. Nigerians all knew what he did, that he didn't give Nigerians judgment at all. Another person here also reacted and said the Supreme Court has yet to give a judgment on Labour Party's case on the presidential election. They instead tried to apply the judgment given on PDP's case to Labour Party. Shocking, derogatory and appalling considering there are two different cases with different arguments. The Supreme Court hasn't even bothered to furnish Labour Party with a certified true copy of whatever decision or judgment of this case, which is a constitutional requirement. The highest court in the land with zero regard for law and order. Crazy paradox. And this is it, the highest court in the land, yet you don't even have regard, you don't even have respect for the judiciary that you claim that you are upholding. Another person here also reacted and said the Supreme Court is more corrupt than INEC. They are supposed to be the last hope for ordinary Nigerians, but they have been captured by politicians. There's nothing honorable in the justices of the Supreme Court. Indeed, there is nothing honorable in the justices of the Supreme Court because they are failed Nigerians. Also reacting to this person here said, in this situation, Labour Party can take it that its case has not been treated by Supreme Court, so their judgment is not legally binding on them. We declare Peter Obi our president and create a parallel government, then do everything possible to consolidate it. Also reacting to this person here said, Supreme Court merging two different petitions of two different political parties, that is Labour Party and PDP, and passing a judgment as one is nothing but a criminal act, a miscarriage of justice. As if that wasn't enough, no certified true copy has been given to the petitioners till date. Supreme Court is also technically wrong, and this is it. You've done enough. Why not do the right thing for the first time? Another person here also reacted and said, lawlessness in its epic form by a Supreme Court that should protect the law and constitution. What Tinubu and APC bribe cannot do in Supreme Court does not exist. This is a travesty to law and order in Nigeria. The entire judiciary should bow in shame for selling out law and order. Indeed, the entire judiciary should be ashamed for selling law and order in our nation. Also, this person here said Nigeria is in a deep mess. They told us that PDP destroyed Nigeria for 16 years. APC is worst, at least under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. There was press freedom and the electoral process was becoming fairer, but APC has destroyed everything in the country and they are presently desecrating institutions. Sad, is indeed very sad and pathetic. Also, this person here said Peter Obi's lawyers were so good that they put up a formidable case that made the Nigerian justices run away from deliberating on it. And this is it, they were scared of deliberating or giving judgment on the appeal that was filed by Peter Obi's lawyers. Another person here also reacted and said, I don't know why people are speculating about Supreme Court and the certified true copy in Peter Obi's case. The fact is clear that Supreme Court does not have a judgment in that case. That is it. Hashtag Supreme Scandal. And this is it indeed. It's Supreme Scandal. We are asking you for certified true copy. You have not been able to do anything about it for over 1 month, yet you released that of the PDP. That shows that you didn't even give any judgment on the case. Another person here also reacted and said, Labour Party made some salient points there, apart from the 25% in the FCT and that of the subpoenaed witness. What happened to the issue of double nomination, drug forfeiture, 18,000 blood results, and the issue of Section 73 of the EA? Are they not supposed to pronounce judgment on them? Height of injustice and wickedness, they are just rubbishing Nigeria and our constitution. What a judiciary! Shame on Nigerian judiciary for letting a character like Tinubu and his records with so much dark spots dictate their judicial integrity. And this is it. The judiciary has indeed rubbished themselves. Just imagine how they have belittled themselves, that you did not even give any judgment in Peter Obi's case. Yet you expect Nigerians to just fold their arms and accept the rubbish that you put out there, and you have refused to release the certified true copies of the judgment that you read out in court. Also, it has been discovered that Senator Ali Ndume, who is a senator under the APC, had copy of the election tribunal ruling before judges read it out in court. See the way this newspaper here reported this. They said how Senator Ali Ndume's aides had copy of election tribunal ruling before judges read it out. Activists petitions National Judicial Council to probe officers. A human rights activist, Suse Akume, has petitioned the Chief Justice of Nigeria and Chairman National Judicial Council NJC Justice Olukayode Ariwola to probe 6 judicial officers for what it described as gross misconduct. The petition, which was received and acknowledged by the Office of the Chief Justice of Nigeria on November 29, 2023, was brought pursuant to the Code of Conduct for Judicial Officers of Federal Republic of Nigeria 2016, Section 2, under application of the code. Akume, while calling on the NJC to investigate the circumstances around the complaint and bring the offending judicial officers to book, said it was preposterous that aides and supporters of Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume, a respondents in the tribunal, had details of the tribunal judgment and gleefully shared the outcome of the judgment on the morning of September 8, 2023, before the tribunal read judgment in the afternoon. So this is actually what this human rights activist is saying, and it's actually nothing but the truth, because it's not the first time that APC is having copies of judgment before the court will give their judgment. That's why even before the judgment will come out, they are already celebrating it, because they know it's going to go in their favor. And it's indeed very pathetic that our judiciary has brought themselves so low that they can do anything for any politician just because they want to get money from these politicians. Reacting to this on X, this person here said one of the first things Tinubu did was to give the Nigerian judiciary 300 billion naira once he was inaugurated. hence consolidating and putting the judiciary inside his pocket. He also gave the National Assembly 700 billion naira, therefore silencing them and owning them. Talk of master strategies in a criminal sense of the word. And this is it. When he came into power, these were the strategies he put in place to ensure that he shut the judiciary up. Another person here also reacted and said, judiciary no dey shame again. See, CJN called us mobs for criticizing them. And that's it. The judiciary is not even scared of the citizens. They don't even care what the citizens are saying. You will talk about it, they will call you mobs, they will call you rogue for speaking up against their injustice. Another person here reacted and said, that's the level of corruption in our judicial system. Our judiciary need a total reform. Also reacting to this person here said, I weep for this country. A copy of an undelivered judgment in the hands of a concerned party. How did we get here? Or are we in a trance? Yet, certified true copy of already delivered judgment since September hasn't been given to Labour Party. May God judge all evildoers in Nigeria. And we say amen to that, because these people are destroying our nation, Nigeria. The same way INEC staff was holding the result sheet already written before the election started in Kogi. Nigeria is a terrible country. This person here also reacted and said, same thing happened in national governorship election petitions. APC had the document 3 days before the judgment date was fixed. Funny how you report a criminal to another criminal. Very, very funny to me. Indeed, that's it. You are reporting them to the CJN. What is he going to do? Someone who is actually rolling with politicians and the APC, he cannot even do anything about it. Another person here also reacted and said, Tinubu has already made his way to the presidency. Sure, money talks in Nigeria system. The almighty INEC will always do same wonders anytime. And this is it. What we are just seeing is that give them money, they will do anything against Nigerians. This petition was like when you are reporting Al Mustafa to President Sani Abacha. Believe me, nothing will come out of it. And that's it. Nothing will come out of it. But it's just good that it's showing who these people who are currently leading Nigeria, who they truly are. Another person here also reacted and said, Nigerian judiciary is corrupt from head to toe. We don't have courts in Nigeria. Only the poor man can suffer in court. Don't waste your precious time writing them, because nothing, absolutely nothing, will come out of it. Judiciary is already stinking. This person here also reacted and said, everyone who had the judgment knows that APC wrote it for judges, and that's why they were struggling to read it. And it's indeed very pathetic that our judiciary has degenerated themselves to this level. From the tribunal to the appeal court to the Supreme Court, all of them have failed Nigerians. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please do also share your thoughts about the video in the comment section. Please do also like this video, and please do also subscribe to our channel if you are yet to subscribe, so you will get updates whenever we post a new video.